Welcome to the mysterious case of Chills 504 and C4. The story starts about 2.5 years ago. We have a fine man by the name of Chills who comes onto the scene of YouTube. He starts making nice videos, and he continues doing this for years to come. He set a goal for himself to put out one video per day, every day. As things progressed with his YouTube channel, he started to grow and gain subs. So did the pressures that came along with it. Chills is a dedicated man, and he decided to up his game and start putting out 2 and 3 videos every single day. Within time, things started to get busy for him. He has a real-life job that he works at, first as a chef, now as an addictions counselor. Between that and doing YouTube, it took up a lot of his time. But he loved doing it. Loved everything about it. Although he won't admit, it could be tough for him at times, getting very little to no sleep some nights. He always wanted to make sure he had those 3 videos out. And that's where this story begins. Chills, as I said, is a very dedicated man. So he started working in what little free time he had left to come up with some sort of concoction to allow him to stay up for endless hours without any ill effects. At first, he failed repeatedly, not being able to find anything, not having any luck with anything. At best, it tastes like some sort of a sparkling fruit punch. Then one day, after being awake for about 3.5 days, he had a eureka moment. Although it was in the form of an accident. He was sitting there one day, drinking one of his energy drinks, contemplating his next move with whatever he could do with the concoction he had created. And as he had turned around to look at some noise he had heard, he knocked over his energy drink into the mixture he had. Things started to bubble, and there was a reaction. The whole thing blew up, splattered all over his face, got into his mouth, his eyes. And from that day forward, things were never the same. When I say things were never the same, I mean he continued to do YouTube, still enjoyed it, went on and maintained his job that he has. But himself, that's where he started to change. During the day, he was mild-mannered, pretty straightforward, called the shots, basically just liked to have a good time and smile. But come nightfall, he became a little more crass, rough around the edges, and started to have small changes to his appearance. Chills decided to up his game even more and become a part of the Twitch.tv program. As always, he took everything very seriously and was dedicated to making this the best he possibly could, all while learning how to do things on his own. Not because he didn't like people, not because he didn't have the money, but because he loved the challenge. But with this, he's still stuck with his struggles of trying to make a concoction that could help him stay awake, not realizing that he had already come up with something. When he became frustrated after he wasn't able to replicate the results of the incident with the energy drink, he kind of threw his hands in the air and again knocked over the energy drink. The reaction happened. This time, it was only stronger. Weeks went by, and they turned into months. Chills had realized what he had done, and was able to actually make the concoction. At this moment, he's been awake for a full month, with no ill effects that he was aware of. Until just recently, Chills became consciously aware that during certain times of the night, he had been changing into something completely different. What you are about to see is the fruition of his work. While up until this point, there's only been just that small clip, Chills has been able to put this under control and turn it off and on as he chooses. He has embraced the changes. He has become one with the concoction and the two personalities that you see before you. What you will see on Twitch, starting near the end of this month, is going to be the culmination of all Chills' hard work and his alter ego, C4. Be sure to go over to twitch.tv/Chills504 and hit that follow button, because something amazing is about to start.